Hello there, Ali here from Logo Diffusion, and today I'm going to show you how you can create logos and edit your current logos using AI on Logo Diffusion. When you log into Logo Diffusion, you're going to get this user interface where you can start generating logos or editing your current logos. So during the beta, we have the sports logo model, which is the one we're starting with, but we are working on a more generalist logo model that can do more types of logos, and it should be available on Logo Diffusion by the end of April. So to get started, you need to go to the text prompt box. So let's say I want to do a logo of an astronaut tiger. Let's say I want to do 4 images. I'll bump up the quality to around 35. Let's click generate. So once you click it, it takes around 7 to 10 seconds to get you results. And as you can see, these logos are okay, but they're not really respecting the prompt that much, which is the first part of it, the astronaut. And to make sure that the app takes this into consideration, we can just assign more importance to that specific word or even a phrase. So I started by just selecting the word astronaut, and from here I can just add more bolts to it to give it more importance. So once you select it here, you can select the amount of bolts you can give it. So let's say I want to give it 2 bolts, and you can see it adds it here. And let's start the generation again. And now you can see that we're getting results that are more like the prompt we asked for, and there's more astronaut influence to the prompt. You can see in this one as well. And every time you click generate, you get another seed here. So you're always going to get new results whenever you click the generate button again. But let's say I like this logo and I want to do some editing to it. So I can just use that use as inspiration button here. And it just already adds it here. You can choose which edge detection method you want to use to kind of change this logo. So instead of astronaut tiger here, I can just remove the importance because we already have the astronaut aspect of it in the image, and we can just replace it, let's say with a cat, astronaut cat, and actually I would give a cat more importance. So let's hit generate and see what we get. These are the default parameters that you get with it, so you can play around with it to get different results. So you can see now we got different results of this logo, but now we got the cat that we asked for. You can see it's pretty much the same composition, the same shape, but it's a different character. We can control how similar or different this result is from the base image by moving the denoising strength slider. So the closer to 0.5 you are, the closer you're going to get to this result. And the further away from it, the more creative freedom you give the AI. So let's say I want something a little bit more closer. I can go to 0.6 and hit generate again. And you can see here, it shows you what kind of edges are detected. And these are like really rough edges. But if you need more details, you can pick, for example, thin outline. And you can see in this result, because we chose 0.6, you can see the results are even closer to the input image, the image we used as inspiration. And now we can, if we do the thin outline and 0.6, this is going to be even closer to the input image. And you can see here, we did get a different result. It still kind of looks like a tiger, but you can see that it started to look more like a cat as well. The more you play around with these settings, the more you realize how you can use Logo Diffusion to change your logos and edit them to get the results you want. Now, the redesign method can also be used with any logo you have. It doesn't have to be a generated logo. So you can just go to redesign method, upload, and choose a logo here. For now, I have the Minnesota Vikings logo that I want to change a little bit, and I'll tell the AI what I want to change this logo into. So for now, let's say I need a Greek god warrior. And I can also mention stuff like color palette. So I could say light blue and beige color palette and hit generate. And you can already see that we got these different results that kind of look like the input logo, but they followed our prompt, you will get some unusable results like this. But this is always something that happens with AI. And over time, as more people use logo diffusion, it's going to learn which results are good and which results are bad. And this is where you can use this feature where you can just give each result a rating of good or bad. So we can just use it to train the AI to create better results in the future. So let's say I like this result and I want to do some more edits that are more manual. I can just click on the vectorize. You can see the vectorizer is working in the background, and it's going to ask you to allow downloads. I'll click allow, and you got this SVG logo in your downloads here. So I'll open it up with Adobe. And now inside of Illustrator, I got this Victor logo that is easily editable. You get like artifacts like these, but these are easily fixable. And probably it needs 3 to 5 minutes of manual editing just to fix any artifacts or any issues with it. And you should get an almost production ready logo in Vector straight from a text prompt. Now going back here, one last thing I want to show you is the content styles. Let's say I want to do a logo of a pirate skull. Let's do 35 here, 4 logos, and let's see what kind of results we get. Using the content styles, you can decide how you want the results to be. So if I want something more minimalist, instead of writing a bunch of stuff here to kind of complement my prompt, I can just add the minimalist and it's going to do that in the background for you. So let's do another generation and see what that does. And you can see the results are more black and white, minimalist, simple lines, and it doesn't have a lot of the details we got in the first generation where no content style was applied. And now to do something different, let's do detailed and emblem. You can also combine these content styles to get different results. And you can see now we got something totally different. We got all these intricate details and we got this emblem shape along with the skull and the pirate feel and look. And now one last thing I wanted to show you is the ability to convert a regular image into illustration or a logo. So what you need to do is go to redesign method, click on upload here, and you can upload any image you have. For me, I got this picture of Giannis and I want to turn it into a logo or an illustration. So to start, I can just do logo of a basketball player. And we can leave these parameters the same. Let's click generate to see what we get. So we got these results. You can tell that getting something like this would need a human designer to come in and simplify the facial features to do something like this, but he still doesn't look like Giannis. So what we can do is, instead of a basketball player, we can just write Giannis's full name and also lower down the denoising strength to be closer to 0.5, where we can take more inspiration from the image and try again. So this is still using the rough edges detector here. So you can see now we got results that look more like Giannis, but the problem is we got way too much details. So what I can do is click minimalist and give it another go to see if that changes anything. And now you can see that we got results that look more like an illustration. It looks like Giannis and it has that minimalist look that we could just take into Illustrator and clean up a little bit and